This is Geometry A, Unit 4, Lesson 6. We're talking about rotations. I've got triangle ABC pictured on the coordinate system, A being -2, 1, B being 5, 7, and C being 6, 2. I want to demonstrate how to rotate this 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees. Okay? Or 270 degrees being the same as -90 degrees. As you recall, a full circle has 360 degrees. So 1/4 of a circle has 90 degrees. 1/2 of a circle is 180 degrees. And 3/4 of a circle are 270 degrees. Okay. Now we can go the opposite direction. We can go clockwise, which is actually the negative direction, and get -90, -180, -270. Okay, but they're all multiples of 90. 1, 2, and 3 times 90. Okay. In this case, I'm going to rotate 90 degrees about the origin. So I'm going to put a pin in the origin. Think of putting a pin in the origin here. And actually, before I do this here, I want to take a picture of this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to go from, make a square that goes from 8, 8 to -8, 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that the origin is right in the middle. Copy and paste. Now you'll notice nothing has changed, but I'm going to rotate now 90 degrees. Rotate 90 degrees. Be very precise about it here. Okay. Paste it right there. Okay. And I'm going to now take a look at the coordinates, right? This now is A prime. This now is B prime. This is now is C prime. So whereas A was -2, 1, A prime is now -1, -2. A prime, -1, -2. The image is -1, -2. V was 7 or 5, 7. V prime is -7, 5. V prime, -7, 5. C prime is, or C is 2, 4, 6, 2. C prime is -2, 6. So take a look carefully at what happened. XY became, first of all, the 2 and the 1 switched and became 1 and 2. 5 and 7 switched and became 7 and 5. 6 and 2 switched and became 2 and 6. So it becomes y followed by x. But notice the -2 stayed the same while the 1 changed signs. The 5 stayed the same while the 7 changed signs. The 6 stayed the same while the 2 changed sign. So the y value changes, -yx. Okay? So they switch places and the y changes signs. That's a 90-degree clockwise rotation, or counterclockwise rotation, okay, which is considered a positive 90 degrees rotation. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same now for a negative rotation, -90-degree rotation, which would be the same as a 270-degree rotation counterclockwise. Okay, so we're going to paste again, but this time I'm going to rotate clockwise 90 degrees. Rotate clockwise 90 degrees. Be as precise as we can about it. Okay, paste it right there. All right, so now this is A prime. This is B prime. This is C prime. And let's look at what happens. So for a -90-degree rotation, which is clockwise, right? A was negative 2, 1, and now it's become 1, 2. A prime, the image of A has become 1, 2. The image of B has become 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5. B prime became 7, negative 5. And C prime, the image of C, became 2, negative 2, 4, 6. So C prime became 2, negative 6. Again, notice what's happened. The X and the Y have traded places. XY became YX, but something else happened. The negative 2 became a positive 2, so the X changed signs. The X changed signs. All right? And then I want to do a 180-degree rotation. 180-degree rotation. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. So let's paste again. This time I'm going to spin it around 180 degrees. So I can go clockwise or I can go counterclockwise, and it's all the same. I can go clockwise or counterclockwise, or I can go 180 degrees clockwise, and it's all the same. Okay, let's square it up here. Okay, paste it there. A prime is right here. B prime is right here. C prime is right here. Okay, so A was negative 2, 1 is now 2, negative 1. A prime is 2, negative 1. B was 5, 7. Now it is negative 5, negative 7. B prime, negative 5, negative 7. And C prime was 6, 2, and now is negative 6, negative 2. Look at what's happened to the X's and the Y's. They've switched places, and one changed sign for a 90-degree rotation. For another 90, they switch places again, and the other one changed signs. So when they switch places and they switch places back, the order is the same, X, Y, but the signs on both are different. We've actually done this before. This was the same as an origin reflection across the origin. Right there, right there, yeah, and right there. Whoops, reflection across the origin right there. Okay. So a 180-degree rotation is the same as a point reflection across the origin. It's also the same as a double reflection, reflecting X and then reflecting Y. It's also the same as rotating 180 degrees. All right, I think we have got it. Just remember that a 90-degree rotation clockwise, counterclockwise is the same as a negative 270-degree rotation. A 180-degree rotation counterclockwise is the same as a negative 180-degree rotation. And a 270-degree rotation is the same as a negative 90-degree rotation. And we count positive rotation in the upward direction from the x-axis. Counterclockwise is positive. Clockwise is negative. Okay. All right, I think that covers it.